I'm Susan Lovejoy. I am the teacher of the criminal justice class, and today my students were preparing this short video for you all about a product called Nutriloaf.
I'm Greg.
I'm Nick.
I'm Brent.
I'm Justin.
I'm Trent.
I'm Katie. I'm Jade.
I'm JD.
I'm Sean.
I'm Steven.
Okay.
Alright, Nutriloaf is food served in prison for people who have behavior issues. They say the texture of it is like meatloaf, but there's a wider variety of ingredients. Other names for it is seg loaf, prison loaf, special management loaf. And the inmates say it tastes horrible.
Nutriloaf consists of about 900 calories, 2 slices 3 times a day. To receive Nutriloaf, you need to assault a guard, assault an inmate, or just not cope with the jail life. Cool thing about Nutriloaf is it can be served on a paper plate, paper towel with no silverware or any utensil to eat it with. Do that. Go.
Nutriloaf has been challenged by inmates as violating the 8th Amendment as being a cruel and unusual punishment. The first case that we found that shows this is the Vermont case in 2006, where an inmate challenged Nutriloaf as being cruel and unusual by not tasting very good and just giving him all sorts of stomach and body problems.
The next case was Gordon versus Barnett. It was October 30th, 2009. Nutriloaf died as punishment for his disciplinary infractions. As such, he was entitled to a due process hearing.
Another case, Prude versus Clark, which took place March 27, 2012. A prisoner that was transferred to county jail, in which they only fed him Nutriloaf. After 2 days, he eventually started having severe stomach pains, severe constipation, started vomiting up his meals, who eventually got transferred to the infirmary, who then filed a lawsuit trying to get it banned. Out of all of these cases, none of them violate the 8th Amendment of being cruel and unusual punishment. Therefore, they can still continue to serve it in prisons and jails.
The vegetarian version of Nutriloaf contains chili powder, dry red beans, eggs, raw onion, salt, whole wheat flour, oil, frozen textured vegetable protein, raw cabbage, tomato juice or puree, raw carrots, raw potatoes, and non-fat dry milk. The meat version of Nutriloaf is ground beef, ground chicken, celery, carrots, beans, rice, apples, tomatoes, cabbage, miscellaneous vegetables, oatmeal, salt, and potatoes.
Some people, including inmates, have dietary restrictions. If this meal would be served to a person of the Muslim religion, the ingredients could not consist of pork, gelatin from an animal source, meat coming from a lawful animal which died before slaughter, blood, alcohol, or carnivorous animals and birds. So the only Nutriloaf that could be served to Muslims is the vegetarian version.
If you need a gluten-free diet, you must get rid of all wheats and breads, and sometimes you need to get rid of the non-dairy cheese because not all cheeses and instant potatoes are gluten-free.
Kosher, which is the diet of Jewish faith, where the only restriction is that the food has to be prepared a certain way, and only meat that can't be consumed is animals with cloven hooves, such as pigs. Either Nutriloaf would work as long as it fits the kosher diet.
The most common food allergies are milk, eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, fish, shellfish, soy, and wheat. In order to serve Nutriloaf to an inmate with a food allergy, you would need to substitute the milk or wheat item for something else.
Food service. There is a nationwide company called Aramac that does produce this commercially. And maybe you'll end up working for Aramac one day, but they produce commercial foods for many different institutions, including correctional institutions, and Nutriloaf is one of the products that they can purchase. So, with my class, I have told them that typically in a prison diet, you are offered a meat version of a meal and a vegetarian version of a meal. Should they add Nutriloaf as a third choice for all of these people that have dietary restrictions?
Yes.
Okay, Okay, well, do you think that it should be used for disciplinary purposes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's going to be used for disciplinary purposes, I can guess that we would continue to have lawsuits filed because people say that it tastes absolutely dreadful. So food service, this is why we need your help. We need your help in that we would like to taste the first version, the vegetarian version. We would love it if you would make the meat version so we could taste that also. One of the suggestions on the website is that perhaps if it was fried, that it would taste better. So maybe we could taste the product fried as well. But the biggest challenge is maybe you could make a version finally that would taste better, that would add some sort of spices or flavorings or something to make this be a product that would be more palatable by these different inmates. So thank you very much, and we hope that you are ready for the challenge. See ya.